All right. Hi. Welcome to Drunk Disney Reviews. Today's video is the movie that we're talking about. Is Lady and the Tramp. Yeah, Lady and the Tramp, movie from 1955. The drink for this movie is Bella Notte Sangria. It is very good. I finished it all, and so I'm trying to sober up with some water. Hashtag not sponsored, but also please sponsor me. Yeah. So, all right, let's get into the review. All right, so the movie starts off with on Disney Plus. It starts off at the beginning with hey, there might be some racist shit in this movie again. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this shit was racist. I don't think that there was a single racist thing in this movie. I think that the reason why they put that shit in this movie, or at the beginning of the movie, is for the cats, like the Siamese cats. I don't think that shit was racist. If anything, and we'll get to this, we'll get to it. If anything, I think that the fact that they had the Scottish Terrier be Scottish and the Russian dog be Russian, maybe that was more racist than the Siamese cats. But again, who the fuck am I to say what's racist and not? I don't know. I just didn't think it was racist. Whatever. Long ass credit scene at the beginning again, singing a different version of Bella Notte. It was okay. It was alright. It wasn't great, but just super fucking long. Here's the first problem I have with this entire fucking movie. All right, when the dad, whatever fuck his name is, gives the dog lady to the mom for Christmas, right at the beginning of the movie, there's no holes in the box for that he puts lady in. Like literally, he puts lady in a box and wraps it up and puts it under the Christmas tree, and there's no holes in the box. Like it, in reality, that the dog is dead. Is dead. Like it's fucking Schrodinger's dog, where the dog is alive, the dog is dead. Who fucking knows? Like the dog is dead. There's no way around that. Like you can't do that. You have to put holes in the box. Like oh my god, it bothered the fuck out of me. Like why is there no holes in the box for the dog? Like I know it's a cartoon, but put a fucking holes in the box so the dog can breathe. The dog can read. The dog can breathe. Let the dog breathe. All right. Now the puppy for lady puppy lady is adorable. She's fucking sweet. She's adorable through the entire movie, but like her as a puppy is just, oh my god, super fucking cute. And then they're like sitting there eating and stuff, and he pours out some of his coffee, and they put give her a donut. Like, why would you give a dog donut and some coffee? Like, you trying to fucking kill it? Like, at least it wasn't like fucking hot chocolate or something, but still, are you trying to fucking kill your dog? Like, what are you doing? 2 times now at the beginning of the fucking movie, you're trying to kill the fucking dog. Like, what are you fucking doing? And then, we find out that the Scottish Terrier has a fucking Scottish accent. And, I think it's funny. Like, it's cool. It's a cool character trait, I guess. But, why? Why does he have to be fucking Scottish? I don't understand. And then we meet Butch, or the Tramp. But we meet Butch, and he's cool. He's just kind of, chilling, and he lives on his own and shit. And then he, goes to Tony's because he's hungry or whatever. And, Butch gives him a bone, or Tony gives him a bone. Or Joe, or whatever the fuck the Tony's worker is, whatever his name is, he gives him a bone and shit. That's cool. I like that they're not just shooing him away and shit. They're helping him out. They know what's up. I think it's cool. And then Butch is running away from the dog catcher dude, and he's like, I'm fast as fuck, boy. I'm fast as fuck. You can't catch me, motherfucker. That's fucking adorable. And then also the mom in the movie, her name is Darling. That's fucking weird, but all right, whatever. She gets pregnant and then just is like, you know what? I can't take lady for a walk today. I gotta make socks. Take your dog for a walk, bro. Come on, take your dog for a walk. You can make socks later. Take your dog for a walk. What the fuck? And then like they're all, once lady goes and tells everybody, like the other dogs, that Darling is pregnant, they're all like, oh, that's great, humans are fantastic. And then fucking Butch comes by and he's just like, no, fuck babies. Babies are fucking awful. Babies are home wreckers. They'll fucking kick you out in the doghouse. And I just thought it was funny as fuck that he called babies home wreckers, as if like, I don't even know. Like, he's just like, nah, fuck babies. I fucking hate babies. Fuck babies. Like, come on. And then like, all right, so then like they fast forward. There's a lot of fast forwarding in this movie, and like the timelines don't really work out. Like I tried to do the math with like when we got lady and stuff. Like it just, some of the timelines don't match up because they put like calendars up to like show the passage of time, and some of that shit doesn't make sense. But I don't know. So yeah, all right, listen, they have the big ass house, right? Big, beautiful 2-story house, you know, wherever the fuck they are. I don't think it actually says where they live. But they have this big, beautiful 2-story house with a whole bunch of rooms in it. And they're like, you know what? We're going to put the crib right next to our bed. We're not even going to like build a nursery or like change one of these rooms into a nursery. Like, oh no, all these other rooms are very important. We're just going to put the baby right next door, like right in our room. And that doesn't make sense. Like, give the baby his own room. He needs his own room. Just come on. And then they're like, oh, hey, we're going to go on a little bit of vacation because we're hanging out with the baby too much. And then we get Aunt Sarah. And Aunt Sarah is a bitch. Fuck Aunt Sarah. All my homies hate Aunt Sarah. Fuck that bitch. First off, she's rude as fuck to lady. She doesn't give a fuck about the dog. And she just like, oh my gosh, she's fucking bitch. And then she brings the cats, right? And the cats, so like the cats are fucking like ladies defending them because they're like destroying the whole fucking like room and shit. And like then the lady like defends them and barks at them. Aunt Sarah comes in there and like the cats fucking flop worse than like fucking LeBron James or a fucking soccer player. They're just like laying on the fucking ground and like screaming. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, come on. And then like immediately when that happens, the first reaction that Sarah has is, oh, I gotta go buy a fucking muzzle. She literally picks up the dog and brings it to the animal store and is like, I need a fucking muzzle. So she like, and then they pop a muzzle on fucking lady and she starts walking out and lady fucks off. She's like, fuck this shit, I'm out of here, right? And then the Butch catches up with her, and then so like, so lady's like running away and like these other big ass dogs are trying to chase her and shit. And then Butch like fucks them up, like legitimately fucks the 3 other dogs up. And I thought that was really cool. Like that was really nice of the Butch to like, he doesn't know this bitch. He doesn't know who she is. And he just fucking defends her. And that's fucking cool. I like that. And then like, Butch is like, yo, let's go to the fucking zoo. And like the whole like Butch fucking with the dude coming out of the zoo, like with the police officer shit, that shit was fucking hilarious. And then they go into the zoo and apparently like all the animals can just understand and talk to everything because they like talk to fucking alligators, but they can't talk to monkeys apparently. I guess they're just too close to humans or whatever, I think is what Butch says. But like they can't talk to the monkeys, but they can talk to the alligators. They can talk to the beaver, right? And then so like Butch tries to sell the beaver the fucking the muzzle to help convince him to help take it off or whatever, and it works. But I just, that whole like sales pitch of like, oh, this is fucking fantastic, this will help you move all your shit, like whatever, like, that shit was fucking funny as shit. And then they like go out to eat for a date or whatever, and then they go to Tony's, right? And then Tony's just like, fuck yeah, look at you guys, you're fucking cute, here, you fucking dude, go get fucking pasta for the dogs, like instead of, you know, hey, here's a bone like we gave you last time. He's like, no, pasta dinner, bitch. And like gives them the spaghetti, and then we see the, you know, famous, you know, spaghetti scene where they're like eating the spaghetti and he like moves the meatball over and they like kiss with the spaghetti and shit. And like the whole Bella Notte song is a great song. I think it's hilarious that two dudes are singing two dogs while eating spaghetti. If you think about that, that's a little weird, but it's still funny. I still thought it was funny. And then like the next scene, lady just like wakes up, is like, oh my god, I should have been home hours ago. I just think it's funny as fuck that she's just like waking up over at Butch's place after a date, and then there's like they literally have like a walk of shame to like try to walk her home, right? It's fucking hilarious. And then fucking Butch gets fucking lady caught by the goddamn pound, like the dog catcher dude. It's 100% Butch's fault. But that entire scene at the pound is so fucking sad, with like those dogs just wailing and singing because of how sad they are, and just there's so many different dogs there. And oh my god, it was so fucking sad to see all those dogs that was like nobody loved them and nobody wanted them, and shit was so fucking sad. And the He's a Tramp song sung by the dog with the eyes and shit, like the hair over her eyes, that was a good song, don't get me wrong. But like, all right, listen, so lady gets upset when she gets told that Butch is a tramp and that he like fucks other bitches, right? And that he just like likes to hang out with other girls and he likes to go around, right? Man gets around. He's not tied down to one home, right? And she gets all upset at that. And like, I understand that she gets upset because she's like falling in love or whatever. But here's the thing. She loved his lifestyle when it benefited her, right? She loved running around, being on her own, doing her own thing, getting to eat at Tony's for free or whatever. And like when Butch was explaining like, this is my house on Monday, this is my house on Tuesday, like she was loving all of that. But then she has no right to get upset when she finds out that this is what comes with the lifestyle where Butch kind of gets around and he kind of does what he wants to do. Like, you can't like some parts of it and not like some of the consequences of it. Like, you can't like some of the lifestyle and not all of it. You either have to accept him for who he is or you have to fuck off. And that's like, lady has no chance for me like to be able to be upset about who Butch is as a dog. Like, that shit is just super fucking frustrating to me, and I do not think that lady has any right to be upset with him. And then like, so like Butch is like, literally like 5 minutes later, basically Butch like comes back to lady's house because she's like out in the doghouse and it's raining and shit. And she like freaks out because there's a rat in the room or whatever. And then Butch gets into the house, lady gets into the house, and they're like fucking with the rat or whatever. And they literally destroy the entire fucking room, knock the baby's crib over. Baby fucking hits the ground and is like rolls out of the fucking crib. And then the Sarah comes in, right? And as much as the movie like wants us to feel bad about the fact that Sarah called the pound on Butch, like, I get that. Like, there's a random dog in your house, the room is destroyed, the baby's on the floor, like, what the fuck else are you supposed to do? Are you not gonna fucking like get that dog taken care of? Like, I get that. Like, it sucks. Like, Sarah is a bitch, don't get me wrong, she's a fucking bitch, but I understand. I would do the same fucking thing if my kid got knocked out of his fucking crib by some random ass dog on the street in my house. Like, yeah, fuck that shit. And then like while the other dogs, like the neighborhood dogs, are trying to run after the dog pound guy, they're like running after the horse, and like the old dog like gets run over by the horse and basically stops and gets Butch out, right? But like, I thought they could talk to animals. Couldn't they literally be like, yo, horse who's pulling the carriage, hey, this man is innocent, you don't need to like stop running. Like, they can talk to animals. We've already established earlier in the movie that they can talk to alligators and they can talk to beavers. Why can't you talk to a horse? Hello? Like, why can't you talk to the horse? God, it does make sense. And then like we fast forward to randomly the family just says, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna, because he saved the day by killing the rat in the room, we're gonna adopt Butch. Right? We're gonna adopt Butch. So they adopt Butch, and then out of nowhere, it just fast forwards to like the next Christmas, and boom, dog babies. Just out of nowhere. Boom, dog babies. Boom. And then the babies with like, there's babies that look just like Lady and babies that look just like Butch. Like, that's not how genetics work. The genetics, especially dog genetics, that definitely doesn't work. Where some of them look like one dog and some of them look like a completely other dog. That's not how they work. They would not look like that at all. So that's just completely fucking wrong. And then again, like I said, the timeline is in this movie is super weird. Like, you know, Trusty, who's the old dog, right? He gets run over by the horse and carriage and stuff and breaks his leg, right? And then boom, it's Christmas, they've adopted the dog and they already have babies, and then his leg is still broken at that point. Like, the timeline just doesn't add up on how long Lady would have had to been pregnant, how long it would have taken all that stuff to happen. Like, it just doesn't add up. And it's just that part, like I said, the timeline in this movie is super weird and jumpy of like how long stuff should have taken. It just, and I wouldn't have a problem with it if they didn't have like calendars literally showing you the passage of time here and there. That shit just didn't make sense. Overall, it's not a terrible movie. It's also not an amazing movie. Great music. I had a good time watching it. I just had a lot of questions. But yeah, overall, I'm going to give this movie a 5 out of 10. It is a very middle of the road movie. Not great, not terrible, just a middle of the road movie. Thank you guys very much for making it to the end of the video. I had a lot of fun watching this movie and making this review. If you guys really like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you really guys appreciate this video, please, subscribe. It would mean so much to me. I'm really trying to grow this channel and provide better content for you guys. And subscribing lets YouTube know that you guys are interested in this type of content and would like to see more of it. So if you guys really enjoyed it, please do think about subscribing. It would mean quite a bit to me. Next week, I will be doing Old Yeller. I'm very excited about it. I know it's not an animated Disney movie, but it is a Disney classic. I'm both excited and not excited at the same time because I know I'm going to cry during that movie. But yes, we will be reviewing Old Yeller next week. I hope to see you guys here. Thank you guys very much for being here. My name is Joe the Bearded Nerd, and this has been Drunk Disney Reviews. Have a good one, guys.